Thank you, first and foremost, so much for being here this afternoon. We truly appreciate every one of you being here and really just supporting us in this great occasion that we are doing a ribbon cutting for Inspiracion. We'd like to take this opportunity really to thank all of our sponsors which are behind us. Starting off with Prosper Waco, thank you so much for your partnership. Waco ISD, of course, Alta Vista Elementary, and Transformation Waco. My name is Hector Sabido, and I'm the Inspiracion Board Chairman, and I just want to share a little bit of the history of how we got here today. So I want to start off with Avance Waco was started in 2003 with the goal of reaching Latino families in our community and preparing the students to become school ready, while at the same time providing support to the Latino families in our community. While Avance Waco made a significant impact in our city, in November in 2017, we had to temporarily suspend our operations in order for us to examine and create a more sustainable plan of operations. This was a very sad day for our board and entire community. The board of directors knew that we could not let this define us, so we rallied together and raised enough money to open our doors again in February of 2018 and graduate the last Avance class this past May. However, we knew that this was a temporary fix and we needed to make some changes to make our existing program more sustainable, and we needed to reach more families. In 2018, Inspiracion was organized with the main goal of helping all children ages 0 to 3 to become kindergarten ready. During the latter part of 2017 and first part of 2018, a group of individuals representing Waco ISD, Transformation Waco, Prosper Waco, the Rappaport Foundation, United Way, and Inspiracion met frequently to map out what this new program would look like and how it would function. After months of planning, partnerships were formed, curriculum was designed, and the plan was put into motion. It was decided that the program would start on the campus of Alta Vista Elementary because of the uniqueness of the school. We knew that Alta Vista would be the perfect campus for our pilot year. Inspiracion's board of directors believed and supported the vision so much that the board was able to raise over $203,000 in just 8 months. I would like to take a quick moment to acknowledge all of our board members. If you are here present and part of the Inspiracion board, will you please stand or raise your hand so we can see you and acknowledge you? Board, thank you for all that you do. With the money that was raised, we have been able to hire a program specialist, Eloisa Cruz Arredondo. Eloisa, wave, please. Who oversees the daily activities of the program, and a parent educator, Samantha Fernandez, who also is an integral part and pretty soon will begin home visitations. None of this would be possible without some very key people. Dr. A. Marcus Nelson, who has supported this launch from the very beginning. Dr. Nelson has given us his full support, permission, and provided constant guidance to our board of directors. Dr. Nelson, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all that you have done. Dr. Robin McDermott, I know she's in the back, but if I can get you to wave, please. Who is always encouraging us and making sure the program is running in the most effective and efficient way possible. I would once again like to thank our board of directors who have worked feverishly raising money and have taken on such an active role in our organizations. We are truly a working board. I also like to thank all of the foundations, Rappaport Foundation, the Waco Foundation, and the Cooper Foundation for the years of support, the years of commitment, and the years of just being there as a shoulder for us to lean on when we needed that guidance. So thank you to all three foundations as well. And last but not least, Eloisa Cruz, who has been with us for years. Eloisa is currently completing her master's in social work and has taken on a huge role in tasks. She was with Avanza Waco for many years and always brought her A game to the challenges the organization faced. With the conception of Inspiracion, we knew we needed the perfect person for the challenge, and we also knew that Eloisa was that person. She has literally launched a program from the ground and continues to work around the clock to ensure it keeps getting better. We all know that none of this would be possible without her supervision and endless commitment. Eloisa, thank you. And last, once again, this is my last one, I promise. Last but not least, two very special ladies that have that are in the Inspiracion board that they do not ever want to take any credit, and they will probably kill me for this, but I'm going to take my chances. These two ladies have been really the pioneers of Inspiracion, have been the faces in the community, have gone and asked many of you for money to support our program, and just have devoted their time and their lives to this organization, as well as to what they do in addition. And so Diane Deaver and Betty Bauer, thank you so much for everything. Thank you. I hope you both see the fruit of your hard labor and work. So thank you for all that you do. And I am done. Before I hand it over, we want to present some special gifts. The first one is for Dr. Nelson. Dr. Nelson, we just want to say once again, thank you for everything that you have done for us. And this is a small token of our appreciation for what you mean to us.
Thank you.
And then the next gift is for Dr. McDermott. Dr. McDermott, we're going to ask you to come up to the front, please. We also want to thank you for just being a very key person in the organization and launching it. So thank you once again for all of your support and help. At this time, I will hand it over to Betty Bauer.
Thank you, Hector. Hector deserves a lot of credit, too. What a dynamo, yes. Today, we are honoring 3 important donors who were very instrumental to the opening of Inspiracion at this Alta Vista campus. The first one is the Bowen Family Foundation. The Bowen Family Foundation is very special to all of Waco. They just received the Philanthropy Day Award for the most outstanding foundation in Waco. And they are most special to us, Inspiracion, because it's a fact we would not be here without them. They long ago acknowledged the critical need to serve Latino families in Waco by funding programs which ensure Latino children are kindergarten ready while simultaneously educating their parents. As we were making the transition to Inspiracion, the Bowen Family Foundation stepped up by offering the lead gift. At that time, we were in desperate need of funds. We were starting to get a little worried, right, Diane? And Jill Bowen Goss's timing could not have been better when she called and said, "We would like to give a large gift." Jill did not realize that she not only gave us the financial backing we needed to get started, but she also gave us the courage to pick up the phone and set up a meeting with the wizard, Dr. A. Marcus Nelson. That meeting went very well, by the way. Jill served on the Avanza board and then now serves on the Inspiracion board. Nothing is too daunting for Jill. She has chaired events that have surpassed all fundraising records, not only for this organization, but also for the Bowen Family Foundation event that has raised millions of dollars for our community. It is because of Jill's passion that the mission of serving Latino families carries on through Inspiracion. Jill and the Bowen Family Foundation deserve all of our praise, gratitude, and more. Today, we are pleased to honor them and 2 more donors who Hector will present next with a plaque in our new addition in back of the school. So don't leave after this. You're going to head right out that door, and we'll do a ribbon cutting, and you'll see the plaque for for these wonderful donors. So please stay for the ribbon cutting again, and then just head out back, and we will unveil the plaque for the Bowen Family Foundation and for Baylor University, and also for WISD. Thank you.
The next person we want to honor is, or the next organization we want to honor, I should say, is Baylor University. On behalf of Baylor University, Jeremy Vickers is here. We first got wind of Mr. Vickers. There was a buzz around town about Dr. Vickers and Dr. Vickers, and we wanted to know who this Dr. Vickers was. And I believe Diane and Dylan were the initial people that went to go chat with Jeremy, and he jumped right in. He didn't hesitate and made, on behalf of Baylor University, made a substantial donation that helped us even set our foundation stronger than what it already was. And so, Jeremy, thank you so much for believing in Inspiracion. Thank you for your work to Inspiracion. And thank you to Baylor University for the support that they provide, not only financially, but in every aspect that we could think of. So thank you once again.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. I'd like to invite Dr. McDurham to join me up here while we make a few closing remarks. While she makes her way up here, please let me recognize, man, I was going to say a few special people, but everybody in here is special. So I'm like, man, we'd have to go through the whole room. But there are so many special people to this school district. And let Inspiracion be just a small example of the types of partnerships that will be necessary for us to accomplish our student outcome agenda. And if we really mean all kids, well, let the record reflect. All means all. And that's every kid we have, regardless of the circumstances that they bring with them to our schoolhouse. And really, I know on behalf of our early childhood program, we're looking for kids right out of the womb. I mean, from the moment you know, we got a plan for you. And it starts at 0, that first trimester, and it goes all the way through an associate's degree or higher. And our plan is very diagnostic and prescriptive, and we all have to come together to make this a reality. Please help me welcome a few special people, though. First of all, the chairman of the Transformation Zone Board of Directors really needs no introduction. Big dog in the city. Please help me welcome Mr. Malcolm Duncan. Shouldn't refer to him as a big dog, but he knows what I mean. It's a term of endearment in my fraternity. Speaking of big dogs, another man needs no introduction. Former president of Baylor University and my good friend, one of the district's best partners, the Honorable Judge Ken Starr and his lovely wife. We obviously, you'll be hearing in a minute, and I think he's here. No, he's here because of the goodness of his heart, but also because his beautiful wife is on the board of Inspiracion. I'd like to recognize our Honorable Mayor, Kyle Deaver, for being here. Member of the City Council, Councilman Jim Holmes is here. Thank you for joining us. Representing Congressman Bill Flores' office, Miss Jana Hickson is here. We talked about the foundations earlier, but I just want to be real clear that they have been Herculean in their efforts to collaborate with the district and make programs like this happen. And so while we want to recognize Prosper Waco, they deserve it. We want to recognize Transformation Waco, they deserve it. Alta Vista, but make no mistakes about it, the Rappaport Foundation, under the direction of Tom Stanton, the Waco Foundation, my good friend Ashley Allison, and the Cooper Foundation under Mrs. Felicia Goodman. Those three are champions for these kids, and I'm proud to have them as partners with the school district. in addition to celebrating Inspiracion, we really are most excited about our passionate relationship with United Way. And their new leadership is contagious, almost like the flu. No, I'm just kidding. I need to come up with a better analogy, but my point is that Mrs. Barbara Mosasio is a fiery, passionate, brilliant leader. And the Born Learning Trails that we have established across this city because of the leadership of United Way and their staff is another example of the types of impact and partnerships that we're trying to create. So please help me recognize Mrs. Barbara Mosasio. One lady, she doesn't want me to do this, but this is a very special event for her. I don't know the history about all this, but our Chamber of Commerce has been an outstanding partner. And their Vice President of Public Policy and Legislation is Miss Jessica Addis, and she used to be the Executive Director of Avance. And I can't tell you, I know I speak for her when I say how proud she is to see that this organization is continued. Jessica. Dr. Polk, appreciate your leadership. Dr. McDermott and I are committed to really changing the game in Waco and leveling the playing field in a way that is unprecedented. And you know, you can call us Dr. McDermott, Dr. Nelson. You can call us Marcus and Robin. You can call us Ebony and Ivory. Batman and Robin, I don't really care. It don't really matter to me. We're not trying to get the credit. We don't care who gets the credit. What we want is for Eloisa and Samantha to become part of a team that has so much momentum that they can't help but be excited about the direction that we're headed for the students that Inspiracion will serve. It has been an honor and a privilege to work with Chairman Sabido. I look forward to a continued relationship with our chairwoman, Maya, Tina. I know in the morning, I know who you are when I hear your voice going. I know when I hear you talking, I'm late. I'm late. But she will become chairman, I believe. Is that right? Anyway, she's on the. Okay, I might be wrong. We've already talked about the wonderful relationship with Miss Bauer and Miss Deaver, and while the whole board deserves credit, these two ladies made a decision a long time ago that this wasn't going away. And they have allowed the Waco Independent School District the opportunity to partner. But it's been because of them that money has been raised, time has been spent, sacrifices have been made to have this program. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank the outstanding leadership at Alta Vista Elementary. Building a portable may look easy, but I know on behalf of Mr. Israel Carrera, our Assistant Superintendent of Operations, we appreciate having a campus leadership team that is committed to innovation. And we think you'll be proud of the facility that we have partnered with Inspiracion to put together for the kids and the children and the families that we will serve. Before I make a few final comments, you want to say a couple words? I mean, put you on the spot.
Well, I want to go back to what Hector said. The first time he tells you just do it, You get a little chill down your spine. But I want to say what a great pleasure it's been to be part of the team that takes Dr. Nelson's visions that are so focused on the success of our students and pull together people to make it happen. So many people in this room have done this, and thank you so much. And thank you to Dr. Nelson for everything you do every day to make sure that all of our children matter and get the help they need.
Thank you very much.
Three, two, one.
Go a little bit. No.